Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about the Jacksonville Iron Butt Association event I just came from. So if you want to learn more about that event, stick around.
Dang, this looks like a cliff. I mean, this is a cliff. All right, I can do it. I can do it. Hang on, let me figure out which way we go. I think we stay, I don't know. Yeah, no big deal.
Alright, so the Iron Butt Association does 2 events a year. The first one is in Jacksonville, Florida. It's that first week of March. It coincides very well with Daytona Bike Week if you're into that. And it gives you a chance to get out and stretch your legs. Maybe it's been a long winter, all those things. Maybe you're new to the long distance riding community, and you've got questions on why some of us do certain things or whatever the case may be. It's a great opportunity to get out and meet some of these people that ride thousands of miles a year. I'm talking hundreds of thousand miles. There's a couple guys that got their certificates at the banquet on Friday. They've done 100,000 miles a year. One guy's done it twice. So perfect opportunity to ask guys like that why they do certain things, why they farkle a certain way, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you've never done a 1,000-mile ride. Let the Iron Butt Association do the labor of figuring out where to go, how to get it certified for you and make it easy. There's 2 big themed rides this year. One was called the Pirate 1000 and one was a Crazy Key West 1000. And they always do the Crazy Key West, and that's what I was focusing on. I was going to do that one. So my plan was to get there on Wednesday, do that on Thursday, just chill, relax on Friday. The banquet's Friday evening, come home on Saturday. Super cool, super easy, get some good miles, good time on the bike. Also a great opportunity for me to test a few things that I've purchased and I really haven't full extent to use them. I tested some cold weather gear that I've never used before. Never used heated gear, but I got some. I also tested some new base layer clothing that I've purchased. And a little iPad mount, some other things. So I was ready to go. So I left Wednesday morning, bright and early, took my photographs. It's been a while since I documented a ride. I don't always do that, but I'm going to increase that. So I took off, got a good early start, was doing well, did some lighthouses, cruised in, and did 1,000 miles in 24 hours. Got my certificate right there at the banquet. Super cool. Got there Wednesday evening, got checked in the hotel, grabbed a shower, met some of my friends at the bar. We had a few adult beverages and chatted. Only a couple hours. As I was parting and everyone was kind of going home, everyone was talking about doing the Pirate 1000. I was laser focused on the Crazy Key West, and I made that clear. And I had another rider chime in and ask if they could go along. I've never done a 1,000-mile ride with anyone else. That provides a different layer of complexity. This is a very accomplished rider. I didn't think that was going to be a problem. So agreed to it, off we went. We started early. We got a 3:48 a.m. start. There was another rider there that I'd never met. We conversed through some emails and stuff. He was doing the same ride. Super cool. We didn't ride together with him, but we leapfrogged several times and chatted at different occasions, so it was really cool. So we took off, had a good start, went to Ron John Surf Shop, got our first picture, continued on south. I thought leaving that early in the morning, we were going to miss a lot of the traffic. Now it is kind of spring break, so there's a lot of traffic. We hit tons of traffic, and I mean tons. Besides getting my picture at the buoy, I also wanted to get one of the Mile Zero stickers. So I was focused on that. At one point, somewhere around Homestead, Florida, the traffic was so bad, I didn't think we were going to make the 24-hour mark. I was concerned we weren't going to make it. Once you get on that US Highway 1, it's over 160 miles still to Key West, and the speed limit is 45 miles an hour, with a lot of cops, a lot of traffic, and a lot of stoplights. So we got in, again, we caught back up with our third rider. We all had a, nods and waves and everything when we accomplished it. It was warm. This was my first multiple day ride in the air stitch gear, so it was a good test for that. Got into Key West, got my lighthouse photo that I needed, got the buoy photo I needed, and then circled around until I found the mile zero sticker that I needed. At that point, I really didn't care if I made the 1,000 miles in 24 hours or not. I knew I had to make the 1,000 miles because that's where I was staying, but if I didn't make it, I didn't make it. So in true Clark Griswold fashion, snapped the photos straight out. We never stopped to eat. We never stopped anything other than our photos, gas stops, and we were gone. So it was a true pleasure riding with the other rider. Didn't get the full experience because they didn't have comms, so we didn't talk other than fuel stops. We'd nod. I knew we had to stop every 160 miles. They didn't have an ox tank. So we stopped at fuel stops. We got wet a couple times, no big deal. We got really hot a couple times, no big deal. As we made our way back, traffic was a lot easier. I think we finished like in 20 hours. It was lengthy. We got back, and the other rider was somewhere right along, just right behind us, I think. We'd messaged back and forth a couple times. Since neither one of us had eaten all day, we decided to grab a burger at a Whataburger right across the street from the hotel. And there was 6 or 8 bikes in the parking lot. So here it is, midnight-ish. We go into this Whataburger. I didn't know any of the other riders, but one of them spoke up, moved his stuff, and invited us to join them. So there we were, 6 or 8 deep at midnight, talking about our day's ride. People you've never met, sharing stories. It was a really good time. And at midnight, it was a really good burger. So that brought us into Thursday night. Slept in a little bit on Friday, had breakfast, and then commenced to socialization. Again, if you don't want to ride, maybe it's snowing where you live and you're flying in or driving in. There's conversations all over the parking lots, all over the hotels. Just stop and ask. You can talk to people all over on both sides and the back of the hotel. There's people everywhere, more than willing to talk. So had some good conversation, caught up with some old friends and things like that, and then went to the banquet. I did get my crazy Key West certification letter, all right? Super cool. During this time, I learned that there was a off the menu, so to speak, luncheon on Saturday in Daytona for IBR finishers. So since I'm an IBR finisher, I really want to do that. I had planned to leave out early on Saturday morning, but I wasn't going to pass up this opportunity. So me and a couple guys got up Saturday morning and rode south. Let me back up just a little bit. The banquet on Friday night, it was a good dinner, a very good dinner. I was pleased with that. And they started on the awards. There's hookah hay riders there that are part of the Iron Butt Association. So there's Harley riders, Honda riders, BMW riders. There's all kinds of people, and there was new people that just heard about it. It was a lot of fun. I witnessed 2 guys get their 100,000 mile a year awards, and there's a guy, I won't mention his name, but he got recognized for his accomplishments in what's called the Mile Eater program. The Iron Butt Association had to create new levels of the Mile Eater program. This particular rider has done at least 1 certified ride a month for 87 months. 87 months. Man, my hat's off to you, brother. That's an accomplishment. So they've got new levels of the Mile Leader program. that sparked my memory. I don't even know where I'm at in the mile leader program. So I'm going to rectify that and start working my way up. So pretty uneventful, pretty chill weekend. I did have a deal worked out with a friend of mine that lives close, and he was coming in. He's an iron butt rider and iron butt rally rider. We exchanged some items, and we had planned to do that before, and things got jacked up. So this is a challenge for you. There's a 1,000-mile-a-day ride certified by the Iron Butt Association where you meet and swap items. You can swap whatever you want. We were going to swap some items that his wife wanted, and only in Texas, so we were going to do that. So if you live somewhere here and want to ride, maybe it's only 500 miles and you want to meet, I'll meet you 500, I'll meet you 600, I'll meet you wherever. We can swap some items, head home. It was really cool. So back to Saturday, 2 or 3 of us headed south. It's only 75 miles to Daytona. We got to the location that's off the record, and met a bunch of Iron Butt Rally riders, and it was my first time to really take advantage of using a one-piece arrow stitch gear. I was able to unzip it, take it off, and then walk in a pair of shorts and my riding boots and have lunch very comfortable compared to the guys that had to wear riding pants. So that part worked very well. So after our lunch, we all kind of said our goodbyes and parted ways, and I headed north. I didn't intend to do another 1,000-mile ride home, but that's how it worked out. I got up to Lake City, Florida, realized I was still over 1,000 out, took my picture, and then set off for my third 1,000-mile ride in 4 days. So there, I got 3 certifications in a 4-day window. A lot of fun. Different challenges on the way home. There was a big storm that was coming in, and everyone was talking about this storm, and I got wet pretty hard. The air stitch did well, kept me dry. I did a really good time using heated gear because it dropped to about 45 degrees. Some of you may not think that's brutal cold, but I was cold. So I did test some LD comfort gear versus a much cheaper axial gear. So I tested those. I'll probably do a video talking about that, and I will do a video talking about my heated gear, why I chose it and how I think it worked. So that was good. The next Iron Butt Association event is going to be in late August, 1st of September, first week of September, and this one's in Dallas, Texas. You should really go to that one. It's my birthday. You can buy me a beer. That'd be super cool. So I hope to see some of you guys there. For some people that might see this video that stopped and introduced themselves to me saying they saw my videos, it's a little humbling. I don't do this for recognition. I don't do it for any reason other than put some information out there that you may not ever find otherwise. Maybe you learn from my mistakes, maybe not. I'm not looking to get rich. I'm not any of that. It's just information that I'm documenting to put it out there. So if I met you in Jacksonville and you introduce yourself, thank you. I appreciate that. It goes a long way, and we'll keep the videos coming. All right. Hope you have a great day. Be safe. Talk soon.